I'm Chyna, and you're watching the Ladies of the Chyna Pink Talk Show. Today, our special guest co-host is King Fabio. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Also, we have Chad Eric Smith, and our producer Lance Mills will be joining us for the second half of today's show. Today's topics are: why go through your significant other's phone if you want to stay anyway? Why you laughing? Hold on, really? That was real funny.
Hey, yeah, that's funny.
That's
yeah,
funny.
Yeah.
Okay, let me get to the second topic. Ladies, would you accept a house instead of a ring proposal? I ain't gonna lie. Okay, Simone said absolutely. And the third topic, I'm not sure we're going to get to this one, but men only, give the ladies some relationship advice. Please feel free to call. We got to give them.
I got you, baby.
We got to give them a chance sometime, y'all. We can't always. Yeah, okay. Please call in 240-389-3397 or feel free to use the live Facebook feed to type in your comments or questions. So, King Fabio, what's up? What's going on? Tell us what's going on with you.
Everything's going on. Like, yeah, it's real good to be here. We thought it was going to snow today. Good thing it didn't.
Yes.
You know, we beat the weather.
Yes.
You know, it feels real good to be back on your show.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Congratulations on you winning the award. Let's get that out the way first.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
Yeah, because if y'all don't know, this is my fam right here, like my sandbox right here. But yeah, you know, I got some new music that I had just dropped, and I got a new music video that I'm about to come out with as well. The one I just dropped is called Dutch Schultz and God Bless. I got a new one coming out called So Hard.
Okay.
And basically the little films, I mean like the little videos that I do them like films. So I'm real excited about that right there. I'm about to bring out my not bring out because I already brought it out last year, but I'm about to bring it back because Father's Day and Mother's Day is about to come back around. The Good Dad Gang and the Good Mom Gang.
Okay.
Actually, this is something I want to talk to you about too. But I have a show that I'm actually about to do, and it's going to involve like a panel.
Okay.
It's called like Talk to Me, like DMV Talk to Me. And basically it's going to involve a panel. I'm gonna have like a few comedians, a few rappers, a few singers or whatnot, and it's gonna be like a real like live talk show, kind of more like at a club, but then a party at the end.
Okay.
You know, so I'm gonna do this like next month. So
where's it gonna be?
I haven't chose where it's gonna be at yet.
Okay.
You know, I'm still like actually debating on that. But yeah, so once I let everybody know where it's gonna be. Yeah, I'm gonna put the flyers up and everybody, like they definitely know. But I'm just getting it out there because I'm already in the works of, putting it together. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
So what else is going on?
Yeah, well, other than that, I just been traveling, you know.
Have you been still doing the acting thing?
A little bit here and a little bit there. Actually, I'm on my way to Atlanta and South Carolina, like in a few weeks. And I got something lined up as far as with that. Okay. Yeah, but mainly what I've been more doing is like I've been doing like more marketing and like on the marketing side of things. I actually had a situation going on with YSL. I was doing some marketing for them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was doing some marketing for Versace.
Any chances we can get some YSL discounts?
Yes.
You know,
that's right.
I had to throw that in there.
Hey, we never know.
Yeah, let us know.
But yeah, that's what I've been doing though. You know, I've been actually doing a lot of marketing for a lot of bigger brands. Okay. So now I'm ready to come like back full circle and actually start doing a lot more of the events.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you sent me one of your videos. From my phone I can let our audience see, and I'm gonna pull it up on YouTube real quick. So just play just a few, maybe a minute of it, so you guys could see what King Fabio out here doing. This song is called God Bless.
God bless.
Once I lead a crime scene, I ain't gonna leave no witness. I'm in DC selling cocaine out the LA Fitness. In this dope game business, you can't trust a fucking soul. Call me Bruce Lee, boy, high karate, shop the dope, nigga. Roll it, light it, nigga smoke the shit. I'm somewhere ice skating with my Nova Scotia bitch. Yeah, I got models in my lawn, Cuban cigar in my mouth, gold chopper like Saddam, make a mad bitch calm. Once I hit her with the charm, bought a house with my wrist. Know you see what's on the arm. Wow, the way I get the powder off. These bitches think a nigga hit the Powerball. That man, I'm so outlandish with it. They call me Jack with Fabio to all the Spanish bitches. These fiends be catching temper tantrums with it. I sell it how it is, my nigga, I don't tamper with it. Meth lab, white boys in the camper with it. Motherfucker, I'm on fire, JoJo dancing with it. Why? Motherfucker, I'm on fire, JoJo dancing with it. God bless all the trap niggas. Yeah, nigga used to trap with you. Now I made it out the trap, yeah, made it out the trap, and now I'm back for all my trap niggas. God bless all the trap niggas. Yeah, nigga used to trap with you. Now I made it out the trap, yeah, made it out the trap, and now I'm back for all my trap niggas. I ain't just here to 10 crack commandments, I obeyed them. If DC is crabs in the burrow, I obeyed them. The ones we had to kill, they names, we don't say them. Girl cooking, got the boy in the rice, I'm just saying. Ask your boy, I'm like Floyd with the dice, you won't fade him. I might take your wife for the night, but I won't save her. Connect, acting funny, he know I do no playing. He needed more attention, the reason we no pay him. My name a landmark in the city like being Shelly. How a homecoming, you lunching, I been Diddy. 40 cal with me, you silly, I been pretty. Married to the riches and bitches that been with me. God bless all the trap niggas. Yeah, nigga used to trap with you. Now
Right there, yeah, I like
Okay,
that right
okay,
there.
okay,
that
okay,
thing
okay,
crank.
okay,
That little beat
okay,
nice
okay,
and everything.
okay.
So hold on, I got some questions. Who make your beats? Cause that's a nice beat right there.
Well, actually, a few people make my beats. Shouts out to Nick Jagger. Shouts out to Dave Anonymous. Shouts out to King Doja. Shouts out to Hollywood. Shouts out to my little brother. We Make Hits. Shouts
Okay.
out to them. Yeah,
That's
but
what's up.
I always have like a number of producers who actually make my music, and actually my guy Dave Anonymous, he chose that beat for me. He brought that beat to me.
Okay.
And was like, I think that you should rap to it, and that's how it came off.
So did you write God Bless?
No, I
okay.
didn't. Actually, what had happened? Well, no, like I wrote the first part of it,
Okay.
and it was like a real small part. So shouts out to Boo Boo, the producer. I don't know if a lot of people. He's real like anonymous like that, but a lot of people know him. But basically, what had happened is I had did this song over his studio, and it was just one verse.
Right.
Like I didn't have no hook to it or nothing like that. I just said what I said in the beginning,
Right.
and just started rapping. And I had stopped, and he was just like, "All right, you gonna come back to it?" And I was like, "Yeah." Then I just was like, "Nah, let me just finish it right now." And I just started freestyling the rest, and he pieced it all together in the format of a song. So shouts out to him, because it didn't sound nothing like that. It just sounded like everything was the beginning. So he took all everything else that you heard and just created in the format of a song to
Nice.
hook, verse like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So shouts out to him. I can't leave him out.
That's what's up. So
Yeah.
where did you get King Fabio from and Jag Money? What's
Yeah.
the I mean, it's the same person,
Same
and it's
yeah.
two different names. So
Yeah.
how did you get Jag Money and how did you get King Fabio? And which one do you prefer?
Well, no, I mean, my name is my name. You know,
Okay.
my name is my name. So like, what I mean by that is a lot of people know me as by different names. You know, of course, all the same person, but you know, like the more popular you become, or you know, if you move around certain different places or whatever, you know, certain people just call you different names. I just
Right.
happen to be one of those people.
Mm-hmm.
Jag Money is, you know, it's been my rap name. I've got it from, you know, being in the streets or whatever. And that's how I kind of got the name as far as just with the money in the cars.
Okay.
You know, it's actually a little bit more story, but it's, you know, like it don't need to go all the way too much
Right.
far in it. Like it
But
come
in a
from like
nutshell,
it
okay.
come from like the money in the cars and stuff like that, the
Okay.
glamorous type of stuff.
Okay.
But at the same time, I kind of feel like, you know, I wanted to reinvent myself, but at the same time, stay true to myself. You know, so the Fabio stuff came from this. It's real weird. I mean, it's like a double-edged sword how I got this name. It just was a name that just stuck with me.
Right.
So, one thing that had happened is I had made a song one day, and I was just like the name of the song was I was like Fabio, that's how I feel, and I was like, you know, yeah, Fabio, that's how I feel. All the raps is real. And everybody who was around was just like, what? Like, what you just say? Like, and I just went in the booth and I just started rapping, Fabio, this how I feel. And the song came out good, and people started calling me that, like, all right, Fabio, like, you know what I'm saying? And then it came another way. I had got fired one day from when I was working this job. That's how I knew this wasn't for me. But I was working this job. And the guy who fired me, his name was Fabio, right?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, his guy was Fabio. Yeah, it's a real crazy story. But his wife was the one who had fired me or whatever, and Fabio was the one who came and told me or whatever. I guess, you know, she wasn't, you know, she didn't want to approach me or whatever. But so when it said happened, I was just like, you know what, man? Like, how can I pay him back? Like, you know, I was like, man, you know what? I'm gonna take his name and I'm gonna make it my name, and like I'm gonna make it even better. Like, so shouts out to Fabio. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So you added the king to it though.
Yeah, because I'm a king. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, like king me. I had to, you know, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like,
so
yeah.
Thanks to him, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's
Or been
up.
doing what I've been doing. Like, so I took it as motivation. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
And yeah, so that's what I mean. Like, it was a name that just kind of like it wouldn't go nowhere for me. You know?
Do you have two personalities with this
With
as
the
well?
names.
I do.
I
do.
see in your video you had a bald head, and right now you rocking a mohawk shape up. So are
Yeah.
you Jazz and Fabio, you in here in the movie?
Hey, I mean, that's kind of like for the consumer to like really, you know, figure out for themselves. Yeah, you know, like I can't just give it to you like, yeah, you know, like it's like a gumbo pack. You know, it's like a gumbo pack. I'm not trying to like confuse nobody and nothing like that, because I know I'd be confusing her sometimes. Because people call me Jag, they call me Jag Money. Yeah, but I like to, you know, switch it up. Like, you know, like I like to, you know, like be spontaneous, you know. Yeah, like, because, you know, some people just, you know, do the same thing. I don't like the same setting. I don't like the same look or whatnot. You know, like I like to try different things. You know.
Understood. I heard earlier that you said King Dozier. Is that King Dozier first name Ernie?
No, his.
Just curious.
No, I think King Dozier's name is Lonnie, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Yeah, you might know him though.
Well.
He does. Yeah. So I don't know if we might be talking about the same guy.
I don't know. He might got two different names too.
You might do, because you might just hit me on to something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you might have hit me on to something. But yeah, he if we are talking about the same guy, he's in a group with me called the Hyenas, and we also have a album that's coming out called Discovery Channel shit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's crazy. It's a real dark underground, real hip hop type of album or whatnot. So that's another reason why I come up with these different names. You know, they for one, they stick with me. It's kind of like how Jay-Z do Hova and, you know, like, you know, stuff like that. You know, S. Dot Carter and all that type of stuff. It's just, you know, you just get more into yourself, you know? Like, that's really all that is. But then not only that, I have like different groups and things like that. And I like to, you know, brand myself differently, you know?
Understood.
Yeah.
I have a question from one of our viewers. She said she's not trying to be negative, but she just wanted to ask you, Fabio, how do you mix God bless with all the foul language?
Okay. So, that's a great question, actually. So, the way I would look at it is I don't judge anybody for what it is that they go through, and I don't judge anybody's relationship with God. So, I mean, who am I to say what's a bad word? Like, what's a bad word to you may not be a bad word to me. You know, not to down play anybody's upbringing or up mines, or downplay mines and up anybody else's. You know, my best answer to that is like my relationship with God. Like, he knew he created somebody who was going to be able to talk in this matter or whatnot. Because God is for the street guys as well. Like, no matter who want to admit it, I know God is for me because he brought me out of that. You know, so this is kind of my way of, if you really actually listen to what I'm saying in the song, is I say, God bless all the street niggas yeah, I made it out the trap, but now I'm back for all my trapped niggas. You know what I'm saying? So basically, it's a message within that, but it's like I'm putting it right in your face. You know, like, so it sound like some regular trap stuff, but it's a message in it. So, you know, I put God in it because, you know, I put God in everything I do. You know, and to be honest, I feel like, you know, your depth down is your height up. So if I'm speaking to people from when I was in my depth down, you know, I don't want to speak down on them unless I'm trying to help them up. So that's basically, you know, like why I put that in there, because I want to God bless them too, you know. So that's my answer to that. Yeah, God bless us all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's my answer to that. You know.
Okay.
So in your lyrics, you said, "I'm back for my trap niggas."
Yeah.
When you say you're back, or what are you doing for them? Are you bringing them along, or what are you actually doing for them?
So basic enlightening them. Like basically, I don't know if I said that right, but I'm kind of like enlighten them. Yeah. So basically, what I do is, like I said, like I throw events, I throw shows. I'm really known for throwing a lot of events and a lot of parties and things like that. I've helped a lot of rappers, a lot of artists, a lot of comedians by doing these events, and I create opportunities for them to make money. You know, so every event that I do that has an artist or a comedian or whatnot, I create opportunities for them to make money, whether they selling tickets, whether they being vendors at the shows or whatnot. I do.
I'm laughing because you said would not. Would not is an old people's word. You younger than me, Brian. King Fabio. So would not. You must have got that from your mama.
But you know, I've been down south. You know, like I've been down south. Like, you know, like I've been down south though. You know, like so some of the language still stick on me, especially stuff like that.
It's all good. I just had to mess with you real quick, but that would not. I ain't mean to throw you off.
Yeah, like
I threw you off.
What was the quote? Yeah, you kind of.
I messed you out. I know I did.
Took me down south. I want to talk about that.
Oh, you helping the trap.
Oh yeah. So that's another thing. I got a situation called Smarten Up, the Good Dad Gang. Smarten Up in the Good Dad Gang is basically just bringing recognition to, you know, like brothers and sisters, and I believe by, you know, like really empowering like young brothers, that really empowers the family. So that's really like empowering young sisters as well, because it's teaching them like how to really like treat, you know, the community, and especially like the young sisters and the, you know, like they kids and whatnot, like stuff like that.
And how many of your songs are you going to have to contribute to that type of model that you just shared?
I do have some. You know, I have some.
Are they out?
They are. I do.
Like, you know, most people hold back from the things that is encouraging and is positive, and we hold back because our society don't want to embrace it and take heed to it. But they are attracted to what you just showed us. You know, they're attracted to that. But you have a message in your other songs that hopefully one day people can be attracted to as well, because that's the message needs to be heard.
You're right. Exactly. I do definitely agree. You know, but I definitely would say, as far as with that, you have to actually, you know, like you have to figure out how you gonna come before you actually come, especially as far as rap. You know, so if people like respect you this way and they know you for this or whatever the case may be, you can give them all the way over here, but you kind of gotta get them there a little bit. You know, so what I mean by that is, like, I'm just using him as an example. So say for instance, like Jay-Z, he came with the Reasonable Doubt. Like, you know, I think this is still a great album. The things that he was talking about then, of course, he's not talking about now. But it just shows his growth of him getting to the point of, like, what he's like 50 or something like that now. I think I like his music more now than back then, especially by what it is that he's talking about now. So, not saying that I won't be getting there, because that is the actual goal, the plan. That's the plan. Like, I got the goal already, but that's the plan to actually get to that point. But along the way, I'm bringing the people who, you know, who actually really need to hear it, and they gonna hear it rough, rugged, and raw. You know, like, so I had another song that's like very, it's very awakening. Like, you know, like either you get it or you don't. It's called Black Madonna. Like, so like that's kind of like touching on that kind of topic.
I received
you know,
I received it.
It is.
Thank you.
Nice. So real quick, we got a few more minutes left with King Fabio. Can you please share with our audience all of your social media platform information? The camera is right there. This is just my live.
Oh wow. Okay.
You can, I know. Look, I do the same thing. But and just let our audience know also anything you want them to know, like any events you're going to be having that you want them to show up at, support, anything you want them to know. This is the opportunity.
I will. You can check me out at on Instagram at Forever Fabio _ on Facebook at Brandon Fabio Randolph. You can catch me at or you can actually subscribe to my YouTube page, which is King Fabio. And like I said, I have the Good Dad Gang shirts that's actually going to be coming back out right before. I would say right before, not just Father's Day, it's going to be like a little bit before that. But that's definitely coming. And next month, I will be doing a little giveaway. But I'm going to do it like spontaneous. I'm going to only let people know exactly the day of. Okay. So I don't want people to be able to prepare for it or anything like that. But Metro PCS, I already talked to them. I did a couple of giveaways like last year and the year before that. So it's about time for me to be able to do another one. Okay. So I'm gonna do one with those. I think we're gonna be giving away like some school supplies and stuff like that. Okay. Or we might give away like you know, a couple snacks and stuff like that. Just some little small stuff to help the community. Okay. But I'm gonna announce it the day of. So y'all be on the way of that, and be aware of the Talk to Me show. I know Joe Champ is definitely going to be involved with that. Shouts out to Miss Candles. Miss Candles, great person. She has she's hand scented candles that she's actually been doing. So shouts out to her. I'm definitely involved with this acting that this movie that I'm about to do is far in Atlanta. So y'all be aware of that. And the new video that's coming out is called So Hard. It's crazy. I shot it in one of my favorite places. One of my daughter's favorite places is in the museum, the art gallery. I love to go to the art gallery. So I was like, hey, I'm going to shoot a video in here. And I did. They let me. It was crazy. It's phenomenal. So y'all be on the lookout for that as well.
Nice. Okay, very nice. Right. You can continue to stay for a little bit longer if you want, because we definitely need to get a picture with you before you leave. Okay. Lance, I'm going to bring in our second guest for today. Lance Mills, he's an actor, he's a film director, he's also the Ladies of the Chyna Pink Talk Show producer, manager, and PR rep. Welcome to your official interview on the show that you managing right now. Welcome.
Thank you, ladies, I appreciate it.
Absolutely. So Lance, you want to let our audience know a little bit about who you are and what you do?
Of course, ladies. My name is L. Lance Mills. I'm a photographer, actor, director, producer, make videos, and I have a couple of reality shows I'm working on now.
Yes. We are excited about one of those reality shows.
Oh yeah, wow. The one that I'm about to start with these lovely ladies here. I'm not going to give the name out right now, but it's going to be hot. Yeah. DMV, watch out, y'all. It's going to be hot.
Yes. So you want to talk about some of your films that you have directed and some of the movies you've been in, because your face is all over the DMV and
Facebook.
Yes. Lance is the man.
Yes. I made this is funny. I made a whole list of everything I did. I left it at home.
That's okay. So, but just share with a little bit of
my memory. All right. My first movie I was in is called Nocturnal Agony. Okay. And I was an extra. That's how I got my start. Okay. So my scene was I was a crackhead. So I mean, you got to start somewhere.
Yes.
You know. So
Halle Berry did it.
Exactly.
Yes.
And who else?
From the bottom and you just talk.
Yeah.
That's right. That's it.
And you know what one film director told me, because he wants me to be in a film that he's about to come out with, and he knows that I'm like a really girly girl, and he said to me, look, this character that I have for you, I want you to know you're not going to be a girly girl in this role. I don't know what the role is. He haven't really shared it with me, but he said he did want to share with me to let me know that it's opposite from what I am. So I'm kind of kind of like, I'm going to have to step outside the box. I have no choice if I want to be a part of it.
That's important because if you don't, you're not going to get far in this game. So
yes. So this is going to be interesting. I know I'm going to be a mom. I do know that. That's all I know.
I can't wait to see that.
I do have a spin question. When people say you're not going to get far in this game by not stepping out your box, could you say more? Because I have a follow-up question after that.
Okay. If you stay the same character, say like some actors start off as a police officer, everything you see them in is a cop. Mm-hmm. If you're well known, you can get a lot of business doing that. But if you're not a well-known actor, the industry is gonna wear you down, and you're not gonna get far. So it's important to come out of your character, do crazy things. You see some men dressing up like Tyler Perry. They're gonna dress up as a female and come up with characters. And speaking of characters, Chad, he's on his way. I just talked to him.
Yes.
This man has a lot of characters.
I saw that.
And he's gonna go far.
Nice.
Absolutely.
So my follow-up question to that is, so understanding characters, stepping out your box. But say for instance, you're in this business, and you are already, before you got in this business, you was already positioned, or I guess already established. So you have your family, you have your husband, you have your kids. Me as an actress, I want to understand when people, because I'd rather not take roles that are explicit, or I have to do certain sex scenes or anything of that sort. One, because I'm married, and I was married before I got into acting, and I had my kids. So a part of me is withheld. I withhold myself. Like, I would rather not. I would rather go into the nurse, the doctor, the judge, the crackhead. I would rather do any of those, but I don't want to be in a position where I compromise my family at any point in time. Tell me about individuals who have to experience that, and how do they actually do it?
Good point. Very good point. I can speak on that. Also, I think Akiva, she can speak on that too as well. Some actors, actresses, you're going to get a variety of different roles. A lot of people turn them down because of family, work, and things of that nature. Some roles you might be doing explicit stuff. Some roles you may not. Some roles pay, and a lot of roles don't. A lot of the stuff I've been in, I was an extra. So I did this one thing for TV One for my man, and I got paid for that. I wasn't the lead character, but it was a good start for me. So with families, with actors, actresses, with families, your families have to be supportive. If they're not, then it's going to hold you back in the long run. I talked to a lot of models and actors, actresses in the game, and they're holding themselves back.
So by you say holding back, because they won't go to that extra mile with maybe doing a sex scene or doing a kiss scene.
I agree that you do.
I'm sorry?
No, I was saying I agree that you do hold yourself back. Like, if you're an actor or an actress, you better be in it to be that actor or actress. 100%. Because otherwise, 100%, because otherwise you're missing out on opportunities. Now, I get what you're saying, you are married, but sometimes you have to like weigh out your options on pay, on who you're working with. If it's a well-known producer, director, and he's asking you to do a sex scene, that can take you to the next level.
So here's because I always have, I go back and forth with this particular one. When you look at a Denzel Washington, or you look at, now I know that I'm not Denzel Washington yet. However, I'm not on his status. However, but if you look at him, I don't ever recall him doing sex scenes. So certain parts, people don't necessarily.
He did do one.
I was getting ready to say that too.
I don't remember it if it is
Mississippi.
Was it Mississippi?
Mississippi Masala,
Masalas.
something like that.
I didn't see that.
It was a hot movie.
Okay.
And he did Mo Better. Was he in Mo Better Blues?
Yeah, he was in that.
Yeah, it was like a scene in Mo Better Blues too.
Did he have the explicit scene?
He had like a sex scene in that.
Okay.
Well, the thing is, I think more recently he said that he's not going to do any sex scenes, but that's because he's established already.
Yes, he's already there.
I don't recall him doing a lot even when he was younger. That's what I'm just saying. So I was just curious, because it always entered my spirit when individuals have to actually step out their box and go to that next level and do things such as that.
Yeah.
So.
But I mean, if you're willing to step out your box, then you're more recognized a lot of times, you know, knowing that, you know, the directors knowing that you are really into your craft and you're willing to step out that box and basically do what you have to do as an actor or an actress.
So, and I can receive that if someone, like, if you're not married and you're coming into, if you were already doing this before I got married, if I was already doing it, my husband would have to respect it and go along with it, because this is what I'm doing. But I'm saying, if you've been married 20 plus years and you're jumping into it, so no matter how involved as an actress you are, you want to be into that. I don't know how people could say, oh, I'm just acting, I'm going to turn it off, turn it on.
It depends on the relationship that you have with your husband.
Yeah,
well, I agree. It does depend on that as well. But me as a person, I'm trying to figure out how do you get over that hump, if that's a hump that to even get over.
Real quick, so I'm sure your husband is supportive, 100% supportive of your acting. However, if you were casted for a role, a paid role that had a sex scene, how would he feel about it?
Okay, so we have had that conversation once before. He has stated, depending on how much money it is, take the scene. I stated I couldn't do it.
Right, and for me, also,
because I'm gonna say this, because some people go, I'm in it because I love it.
Right.
I'm in it because I absolutely love it. But for me, I absolutely adore and love my family as well. So my priorities are different. Like, I'm not chasing money. It's gonna come, it's gonna come. But for me, I do it because I have a burning desire. I have a fire in me that I want to do it.
Right.
So
that's the key point.
Yeah.
Right
So
there.
so for me, I'm not. So some people may be looking for that stardom and that fame, but I'm doing it because I absolutely love it.
Right. You gotta love it.
Can I say something?
Real quick, I think we should. Is there any way we could turn the mic so Eric can have his own mic and Lance can have his own mic? So should I?
Everybody shift.
Yeah. Can everybody shift to the left, to the right? And can you move down some more so you can be? Yes.
Yeah, sorry I'm late, y'all.
No problem. Chad Eric Smith is here, our third guest for today.
Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm sorry I'm running late. It was raining a little bit. People start getting crazy on the road.
Oh yeah.
And I live in downtown Silver Spring, so I'm out of breath. That's why I think it's for water.
I'm glad you got here safely.
I got to exercise, but you know what? I was listening to the show the whole way here, and someone had mentioned Denzel Washington, and
I did.
And he is a quote that he said. He said, "True desire of the heart for anything good is God's proof to you, sent beforehand to indicate that it's yours already."
Deep. Receive.
True desire of the heart for anything good is God's proof to you, sent beforehand to indicate that it's yours already. So that passion you have to do what you want to do is, you know, unrelenting, and it's God given, you know. And so I just wanted to throw that in there.
Thank you.
Just to kind of jump into the conversation later.
Yes. Chad, while you're here, before we go into any topics, because we do want you guys to chime in on something. We want to at least go over one topic today.
Yeah.
We understand that we did have 3 guests today, so I knew we wasn't going to be able to get to all 3. However, I want you to introduce yourself to our audience, who you are and what you do, and a little bit anything you want them to know about what you got going on right now.
Okay.
Anything that you've been doing within the last, few years.
Okay.
Just share.
Cool. Yeah, I'll keep it brief. Again, my name is Chad Eric Smith. I use all 3 names, because I'm a star. I'm an actor, writer, director, and producer based here in the D.C. area. I was born and raised in Southeast D.C. My most recent film that I wrote, directed, and produced is called Rumination. And it's a short film. It's about a heartbroken man who travels into the past for a second chance at a failed relationship. And it was inspired by heartbreak that actually occurred right here in Temple Hills, over at Marlborough House apartment where I used to live.
Were you in the film?
No. I just wrote it, directed, and produced it.
Okay.
At first, I was going to be in it because I'm an actor, been acting for like 15 years. But because it was inspired by my own heartbreak, I didn't want to memorialize on film myself reenacting my own heartbreak. So I put all of my grief into the words and had another actor do it. Interestingly enough, the actor, his name is Kelvin Drama, never experienced, you know Kelvin?
Yes.
Yeah. Great actor based in Baltimore. He's never experienced heartbreak before.
Wow.
Yeah, he said he's never.
How old is he?
He's older than me. He's like,
wow.
Yeah, he's a couple years older than me. And I think the lady he's been with forever, and so he's just, so he's all giddy. He's like a Will Smith fan, and you can see it in in his personality. He's like, woo, Will Smith.
Right.
And so, but I had to pull out in him kind of this heartbreak thing. So Rumination just released worldwide through Quelle TV on February 1st. Nice. And Quelle TV is like 100% black owned. Okay. Sorry if I'm talking fast, I'm still out of breath. Quelle TV is 100% black owned streaming platform. Okay. And so folks can rent it for just $2.99. Make sure that you all watch through the end credits, because I do a Marvel end credit scene. So, you think it's over and it's like, oh snap, shit. It's I like those. There's some more stuff in there. So it's real deep, deals with time travel and heartbreak. And it's unique because you don't really see black men grieving, especially grieving, the loss of a romantic love of a beautiful black woman. So I'm really proud of it. It was a way for me to turn pain into art.
Nice.
Yeah. And then, so that's something that I produced through my production company, Mr. Duke Productions. I also have a comedy series coming out that I directed. It's called Uproar. In fact, my man, he's part of the crew. Okay. And Akiba is actually going to be a main character in the 3rd episode, which we shoot this weekend. Yeah, upcoming weekend. Yeah. So we have rehearsal and table read Tuesday night. And so I'm looking forward to that. We shot 2 episodes. We finished editing 1 episode. We've been editing episode 2 this weekend. And then we shoot episode 3 next weekend. So I've been grinding with that. And then have a film called 4 Points coming out, in which I'm acting in that again. So getting back in front of the camera, and that one's fun. It's about 4 average people who have to go to this newly elected president's house and agree on various questions to help craft the president's agenda. And if they all can agree on the topics, they can split like $1 million. But turns out that they can't. It's really difficult for people to agree on some of the most divisive topics of our time. So that's a performance I'm really excited about as well. So those are kind of the 3 things I'm juggling right now. It's kind of 4 Points was written and directed by Cadell Cook, and it's going to be screening at the Maryland International Film Festival later this month. Also, Rumination is going to be at the North Carolina Black Film Festival, as well as the Houston Black Film Festival.
Wow.
So, we're doing it all over.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
I want to dab you up too.
So that's and one last thing I'll throw out there. I do my production company, Mr. Duke Productions, had just signed a contract with a filmmaker in Louisville. That's how you say it, Louisville, Kentucky. And so that one's gonna be pretty cool. We're still in like early pre-production, but I'm excited to start shooting. I'm co-producing and I'm starring as the lead. So.
Nice, very good.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
You said all that in one breath.
He did.
He's like, I got sand in my mouth.
Okay, so before we leave, we're going to come back to you because we want you to also share with our audience how they can find you on social media. Yeah. Also, if there are any opportunities, for any actresses or actors that's looking for roles that you may have open, I want you to give them an opportunity I want to give you the opportunity to let them know how they can submit for roles or whatever. Okay. So, I want to go to one of our topics. We have 3, and I think that we can only be able to maybe get to 2, if that. But one of our topics, I think we can get through real quick. Why go through your significant other's phone if you're going to stay anyway? For me, I'm just going to speak for me. I don't touch phones. I'm just not with it. I've never been that girl to go through a person. I feel like, and I'm married, I feel like that's his personal phone. And to me, if you look for stuff, you find stuff. And I'm not saying, everybody to each his own. Everybody do things different. But I have a group of friends that do that. And to me, I feel like if you're going to do that, that's fine. But why stay if you see something in his phone that you don't like what you see? And again, when you look for stuff, you find stuff. So why raise your blood pressure going through this man's phone and whatever you find, you still going to stay anyway? That's just my take on it. So anybody else want to chime in on this?
So I'll chime in. I would say that I've been with my husband since I was 18 going on 19. In the beginning, it was growth because like I shared on one show before, that was my 4th person I actually was involved with, my husband. So it was a lot of growth. So a lot of things I had to learn. And in the beginning, I wasn't like in his phone, but I did pick it up here and there. And like you said, you do find things that you don't want to see.
You do.
And what I would say to that is that in the beginning, it was turmoil. But it allowed us to be able to become stronger, to communicate better, to be able to understand one another, because some of the things that I saw, I didn't agree with. And I had to open up and express that to him and communicate. So he had to stop doing it. So but that was his choice. He had to. Right. But had I not seen it in the beginning, and had I not made that choice to go and look, it probably would have still been going on. But one thing that I did say after it was so much turmoil within our relationship, and I expressed to him that whatever goes on the dark won't come to the light. Yes, I'm not touching it no more. Yeah. And from that day on, I promised my hand to God, we have not had any more issues or concerns as it relates to something like that. Nice. And I gave it to God at that point, because I had to let it go. But it was me growing up as well, because I wasn't in that space before.
Okay.
And I would have to say that I used to be that person too, but growth again, you know, as I got older, I don't do that anymore because I don't want my blood pressure sky high. But I would say that my reason for doing it before was because, like, I'm the type of person, if I'm in a relationship, I'm most likely I'm deeply invested. So I kind of need more than one reason to say, okay, it's done. So if I find like 1 or 2 things, I'm like, well, maybe we could work it out. But if I find 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15 things, I'm like, okay, this is a problem. I'm gone. So some people just need like that boost. You know, they need more than one situation going on to say, all right, I'm done. I'm finally done.
Right. I mean, because I do believe that you can work things out. I'm not saying that nobody's perfect.
Right.
You know, everybody's been in relationships and, you know, they've stayed. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, why torment yourself by just wanting to always look in your dude's phone, and then you find stuff every single time and you still stay.
Some people just don't want to be in the dark though. Like, they feel like, okay, well, if I'm cooking for this dude, if I'm going all out, if I'm putting all my feelings in, you know, I want to know if he's doing something. Is it worth my time?
And you still stay though.
But I think you should I think relationships have to be on the foundation of trust.
Yes.
And I'm gonna bring out another quote. All right.
Bring it out.
Bring it out. I like how they roll off.
One of my favorite quotes is regarding trust is that trust is like an eraser, and it gets smaller and smaller after every mistake.
Yes.
Right. So.
I like that.
You like that? It's like a metaphor, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
As opposed to a simile. But yeah, so if you just trust the person, then you're not even concerned about the phone.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And if you focus on your own independent happiness and they focus on their own independent happiness, then you're all together just extra happy.
Yeah.
If you're best friends, you gotta talk to each other in communication.
That's right.
If you don't have that, then you're not gonna see that.
Oh man. We're getting another mic.
You said if you focus on your own independent happiness, like I think it should be, if you together, I think you should focus more on your partner happiness than your own.
Nah.
I'm just saying.
That's what I thought. That's what I used to think.
You're not hearing what I'm saying. Like, let me finish what I'm saying.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because if it's your partner, I'm not talking about your girlfriend. I'm talking about your wife. You know,
okay.
Like somebody who you are committed to.
Okay.
Like, so that person's happiness should become more important than your own, and just by you doing that for that person, they should be able to give that back to you, because if they're not giving that back to you, they're not going to feel right about themselves. And not only that, if they focus on your happiness more than their own, then what do you have when you put that together?
Yeah, I think that. I mean, I guess it's a difference of perspective for sure. Yeah. You know, I mean, and I
not to say that you're wrong. I would say I look at it the opposite. Like, that works for me.
Right. Yeah, I used to want to make the people I love happy. But now I want to make the people that love me happy. You know what I mean? And there's a difference. You know what I mean? And that's something I learned from growth. You know, like trying to make someone else happy is one thing, but you can make them happy, or you could be trying to make them happy, and then you're not making them happy at all. You know, their whole heart could be elsewhere. You know what I mean? So I pour my energy into people who love me as opposed to people I love, and then what ends up happening is because I'm doing that, it becomes, I think, healthier. So if I'm happy personally, and if I'm pouring into myself and pouring my energy into myself, hopefully that's what is attractive to the person that loves me and who I love back. And I want somebody who's doing the same thing about themselves. I want somebody who's pouring into themselves and loving themselves. And that, you know what I mean? And that's what I'm attracted to. So, but you know.
You have to be happy with yourself in a relationship. If you're not happy with yourself, then
because if all you're doing is pouring energy into trying to make someone else happy, you could be really drained and sad, and that person's cup is runneth over, and your cup is empty. So that's how I feel. I feel like you gotta, and that's something I learned over time is that, you know, it's one thing to make the people you love happy. It's another thing to make the people who love you happy.
Right.
So,
and I also feel like in a relationship, you have to learn what each other like, how to appreciate each other, how to make each other happy. It can't be just, it has to be 50-50 with happiness, in my opinion. I feel like you should make your mate happy and vice versa.
Right. You got to be best friends.
You do have to. You have to be able to talk about everything. Communication is the key.
Oh, yeah.
Trust is the key.
You can't assume.
And if you don't have neither one of those, then you're not gonna go nowhere. It's not gonna go far. And it's all in what you allow, and it's all in what you tolerate. In some situations, I mean, again, back to what we talked about last week, honesty. You just have to be honest with your partner and what you like and what you don't like, and vice versa. And I feel like it'll be a win-win situation. And
real honest, like transparent. Things you think would be embarrassing, because you never know. You might think something is embarrassing, and they be like, oh, shit, for real? I like that, too. You know what I mean? And so you really get to know someone when you're really just transparent and vulnerable, and that takes time. You don't go out the gate being straight up, you know, vulnerable and just being transparent. That's something that grows over time. But it's important that you get there, because there's people I'm sure who've been together for 5, 10, 15 years and it's still not being the true authentic selves.
Yes.
And that's when you get into issues of that eraser
you have to
dwindling quick.
Right. And even with the honesty thing, like even down to sex, I feel like you should be honest. Like it could be, I mean, I've been in situations in relationships where, you know, I had to tell, this is what I don't like. Don't do that. I mean, like, you have to be transparent, like you said, at all times.
No matter how weird it might sound. It'd be like, I like it when you,
I'll tell him.
When you put your hangnail. Your hangnail? Oh, my God. But you never know. They'll be like, you know what? I have a hangnail fetish, too. You know what I mean? So you just got to be open with it. You know, you just never know. That's how you weed out the people who are not good for you. And that's how you attract the people who are. Yeah. The most, you know, as when you're really your authentic self. That's why I'm always my authentic self right out the gate. Yes. Because what I find is that when you're authentic right away, then because if you're not authentic right away, right? Then all of a sudden, and then when you try to be your authentic self, the person will say to you, why are you changing up all of a sudden? It's like, no, I'm not changing up, I'm being myself.
This is how I am.
Right, this is me. So if you just be yourself right from the get-go, then you weed out the people who are not feeling it, and you attract people who are like, damn, that's who I want.
Yeah, period.
Yeah, straight up.
When you were speaking earlier, I wanted to say, I look at that as loving yourself. I tell my kids and I tell everybody I come in contact with, I take care of me first, because in order for me to be able to love or take care of you, I got to take care of me. Otherwise, if I deplete myself, there's no more taking care of you. It's just like when you ride on an airplane. You know, they tell you put your own mask on before you help your child.
That's real.
In order for you to be able to love anybody, you got to be in love with yourself.
Because you can't help your kid if you dead already. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't got the oxygen in your own. So how you gonna help somebody else?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's about growth.
Right.
I lost my screen, so I don't know what the second topic was. I know one of them was for men to give the ladies relationship advice. So since we have two, that was the last one. I think we can do this one. We can follow up with the next one next week. But any relationship, I mean, real quick, any relationship advice do you have, Lance and Chad Eric Smith?
I'm a little shy, a little quiet, but hey, you know, you just gotta be honest. Ask her what she likes. Ask him what he likes to do. If y'all want to take that trip on the weekend, it's snowing this weekend. Go to that cabin in the woods and just get to know each other well.
Okay.
That's the most important thing, is to get to know your spouse very well.
Yes.
Know his or her likes. If they like strawberries, you better get some damn strawberries. Some ice or whatever it takes.
Snozberries taste like snozberries.
You just got to make them happy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. You know, I mean, as much as I say it's important to pour into yourself and try to make sure that you're happy first, I think that it is important to aim to please, you know. And
yes.
so, you know, I think too often there's a kind of it's not even in society who is supposed to please the other, you know, especially when courting or trying to, you know, get to know someone. But I think, you know, men like to be pleased as well, and I'm not
absolutely.
talking. Yeah, and I'm not talking sexually.
Definitely.
I'm talking about, you know, we like to be treated well. We like to be taken out. We like to eat. We like to have gifts. You know, so figure out what his love language is. You know, I know my love language is. You know, I like physical touch. I like, you know, acts of what's it called? Acts of get kindness, things like that. You know what I mean? I know I like it, but
you can tell you're an actor. You got so many personalities just since you've been sitting
here. Here's the thing. I'm Barack Obama. Last night, me and Michelle were talking about this last thing. I said, if anyone ever tells you you can't do something, you tell them something that sums up the spirit of a people. Yes, you can.
I love it. That's the stuff.
Yes.
He's good.
So we're at our time. We're going to go around the table real quick. Everyone give any information that you would like our audience to know and your social media platforms. Eric Smith, we're going to start off with you.
Yeah, so you can follow me on Facebook, Chad Eric Smith. On Instagram at I am Chad Eric Smith. Okay. On Twitter at, you guessed it, Chad Eric Smith. Also check out my production company's website. I put a lot of energy into it. So it's called MrDukeProductions.com. It's MISTERDUK Productions.com. Named after my 2 childhood dogs. And you can learn all about myself, as well as you can email me at MrDukeProductions@gmail.com to learn how we can work together.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. You can find me on Instagram, Photos by Lance _Mills, Facebook, Photos by Lance Mills, Models of the DMV. That's my other reality show. Follow me on that. Shout out to Anthony Commodore, CIF for life.
Yep.
And
Commodore.
we got the reality show Uproar coming. So that's what.
Yeah, follow us on Uproar. Uproar is on. We got Uproar Comedy Series on Instagram, and you can follow Uproar on Facebook. You can see the new teaser trailer. Yep.
Okay.
And we're hiring for models, actors, actresses. Photos by Lance at AOL.com or MrLanceX@gmail.com.
Nice. Akiva.
And you can follow me on Instagram
I
at
love
Akiva
it.
Robinson Actress. That's Akiva, AKIVA, ROBINSONACTRESS. And on Facebook, Akiva Robinson Actress. And on Twitter, Akiva Robinson.
Yes. Love it. I look forward to it.
You can follow me on Instagram, All Eyes 213, and Facebook, Simona Moody. Also, be on the lookout for my sunglass line, 2 Shady Sunglasses, coming soon.
Okay.
Yes. You can follow me, Siobhan Bowman, on Eyes on Siobhan, EYEZ on Siobhan. That's SHAVONNE. You can also follow me on my website, which is SiobhanBowman.com, SHAVONNE, And just to tell you some things that I have going on, most recently I did a film with Lost and Found. It was awesome. So make sure you hashtag Lost and Found. That's LOSTANDPHOUND 3 on Instagram. Make sure you go and add it right now so that you can log on. Also, I'm in a play called Out of Time, and I'm also an author as well as an actress, and I'm looking forward to doing more projects.
Nice.
And King Son. You was in King Son?
Yes, and King Son as
Get
well.
my business cards out right here.
Thank you.
Nice. I love it.
Pass that around.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm Chyna. You can find me on Instagram at Chyna Pink the Actress, CHYNAPINK. Also, Chyna Pink Boutique, and please go follow the Chyna Pink Show. This Friday, I'll be at Cheers for Chyna Pink Fridays from 6 to 12. It's free all night. Come through. We have the hookahs on deck, and it's a nice little vibe. It's free, like I said, all night. Come through this Friday at Cheers on MLK across from the big chair.
They got the crab French fries.
They got
right?
the
Man, I
crab
love
fries.
that shit.
They got the crab fries.
chicken.
Everybody
Bomb
loves
chicken.
the crab fries. Yeah, so make sure y'all come through today if y'all get a chance. And because I lost my screen, I'm not gonna be able to have no outro song today. But we will catch you all.
Chad gonna spit for us, right?
Oh, Chad gonna spit for us. Catch us next Sunday. We got a few special guests next Sunday. Check us out next Sunday at 5 o'clock right here on WinDC Radio, y'all.
Hey.